On the path to achieving inner peace and true happiness, one crucial step is learning to recognize and distance yourself from toxic individuals. These people could be anyone: close friends, colleagues, family members, or even your partner. Instead of bringing love and support, they often spread negativity, sap your energy, and hold back your personal growth. They might be perpetual complainers, always criticizing or blaming others. Some may manipulate and exploit you to serve their own interests. Others could harbor jealousy, seeking to undermine you in order to elevate themselves. Regardless of how their toxicity manifests, their presence can leave lasting emotional, mental, and even physical scars. In today's video, we'll uncover 9 key traits that define toxic people. By identifying these warning signs, you can take steps to protect yourself, avoid harmful relationships, and invest in connections with people who genuinely care about and support you. Always remember, you have the power to decide who you allow into your life. Don't let toxic people rob you of your peace and happiness. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you, helping you become the best version of yourself. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll never miss any of our future content. Together, let's build a community of Stoicism enthusiasts learning, sharing, and growing in wisdom and strength. The first sign: finding joy in others' failures. Let's start identifying the traits of a toxic person by examining how they react to others' struggles. Have you ever noticed someone who seems to derive satisfaction from others' hardships? They may mock, ridicule, or even gloat when witnessing someone else's failures, misfortune, or pain. Sometimes their reactions are subtle: a quick smirk, a thoughtless joke, or a dismissive glance. No matter how these behaviors appear, they point to a deeper issue: a lack of empathy. Empathy is a cornerstone of meaningful and supportive relationships. Without it, not only do such individuals remain unmoved by the suffering of others, but they can also engage in harmful actions that cause real damage. Picture this: you're struggling with a challenging project, and instead of offering help, a colleague laughs at your frustration. Or when you open up about a personal problem, a close friend brushes it off with a joke rather than offering understanding. These actions not only sting but also erode your trust and respect for them. Some even go as far as intentionally creating problems, stirring up conflicts, or sabotaging others, all to satisfy their twisted delight in seeing people suffer. They might spread malicious rumors, instigate unnecessary arguments, or disrupt the lives and work of those around them. If you encounter someone who exhibits these behaviors, it's important to stay cautious and maintain your distance. Don't allow their indifference or cruelty to impact your mental and emotional health. You deserve to be surrounded by individuals who care, share, and uplift you, people who contribute joy and serenity to your life. If you find this video insightful, remember to hit subscribe and enable notifications so you won't miss our upcoming content. Let's keep moving forward on this journey of self-discovery and growth, building a life filled with genuine connections and happiness. Sign 2: they bring you down. One of the most unmistakable traits of a toxic person is their ability to make you feel worse about yourself. No matter how much effort you put into something, they'll always find ways to criticize, belittle, or dismiss your achievements. Their words cut deep, chipping away at your confidence and self-worth. Imagine you've just completed a big project and feel proud of your accomplishment. Instead of acknowledging your hard work, the toxic person says, "It's all right, but if you'd done it my way, it would have been so much better." This dismissive remark not only undervalues your effort but leaves you feeling inadequate. Or maybe you're working hard to lose weight and making real progress, but instead of encouraging you, they constantly remind you of past slip-ups, like overeating or skipping workouts. Their words sap your motivation, making you question whether your efforts are even worth it. You dream of becoming a writer and share this passion with them, hoping for support. But instead of encouragement, they mock your aspirations, saying you're not talented enough and your goal is unrealistic. These dismissive comments can crush your confidence and make you second-guess pursuing your dreams. It doesn't stop there. They criticize your appearance, your personality, or anything else they can find. They compare you to others in ways that make you feel inferior and relentlessly bring up your past mistakes as if to reinforce the idea that you're a failure. These constant negative remarks don't just hurt emotionally, they can take a toll on your physical well-being too. Stress, fatigue, insomnia, and even illness can result from the emotional strain they inflict. Over time, these toxic behaviors can erode your self-esteem. You might start doubting your worth, wondering if you're deserving of love and happiness. You may feel as though there's nothing admirable about you. But here's the truth: your value isn't defined by someone else's criticism. You are a unique individual with your own strengths and weaknesses. Don't let their negativity overshadow the qualities that make you special. Learn to embrace and accept yourself, flaws and all. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, who genuinely appreciate you and want to see you succeed. You deserve happiness and fulfillment, and you have the power to decide who belongs in your life. Have you ever dealt with someone like this? If so, drop a number 2 in the comments to share your experience with us and others. Sign 3. The Perpetual Blame Shifter. Mistakes are an inevitable part of life. However, how we handle them reveals much about our character and personal growth. While responsible individuals see mistakes as opportunities to learn and improve, some people do the opposite. They avoid accountability and instead point fingers at others, circumstances, or even uncontrollable factors like the weather. This tendency to deflect blame is a hallmark of a toxic personality. These individuals seem to carry an invisible shield that deflects all criticism. No matter the size of the mistake, they always have an excuse at the ready. If a project fails, they'll blame their colleagues for not providing sufficient details, the boss for unclear directions, or the client for frequent changes in requirements. If they're late, it's because of traffic, a malfunctioning vehicle, or an overwhelming workload. Even when they hurt someone, they'll justify their behavior by accusing the victim of being overly sensitive or misunderstanding their intentions. Beyond blaming others, they are masters at avoiding responsibility. Familiar phrases like "I didn't mean to," "I wasn't aware," or "I had no choice" are often used to dodge accountability. They resist facing the consequences of their actions, always shifting the burden onto someone else. Why do they act this way? The reasons often stem from a lack of confidence or low self-esteem. They fear judgment, criticism, or rejection, so they build a protective barrier by blaming others. Additionally, their behavior might reflect poor problem-solving skills or an inability to adapt. Instead of addressing challenges head-on, they opt to escape reality by shifting the blame. This behavior not only harms those around them, but also stunts their own personal growth. By refusing to acknowledge their mistakes, they fail to learn, improve, or mature. Furthermore, their tendency to avoid accountability strains relationships, as most people are unwilling to engage with someone who consistently refuses to own up to their actions. If you find yourself dealing with such a person, it's essential to recognize the issue and establish clear boundaries. Make it clear that you won't tolerate being blamed unjustly. If the behavior persists, stand your ground and refuse to let them manipulate the situation. Instead of getting caught in a debate over who's at fault, shift the focus toward finding a resolution. If necessary, seek support from trusted friends, family members, or a counselor. Blame shifting and avoiding responsibility are destructive habits that need to be addressed. By recognizing these tendencies and dealing with them effectively, we can foster healthier relationships and help others confront their mistakes, enabling mutual growth and improvement. If you've observed any other toxic behaviors not covered here, feel free to share them in the comments. I'd love to hear your insights. Sign 4. They disregard your boundaries. Personal boundaries, though unseen, are fundamental to maintaining healthy relationships. These invisible lines help us protect ourselves, show respect for others, and foster meaningful connections. Unfortunately, not everyone recognizes or respects them. One of the most telling signs of a toxic person is their tendency to disregard or violate these boundaries. Such individuals may invade your privacy by entering your room without knocking, reading your messages or diary without your consent, or going through your personal belongings. They might dismiss your opinions, always assuming they are right and ignoring what you have to say. They may trivialize or mock your feelings, labeling you as overly sensitive or accusing you of overreacting. They might even pressure you into doing things against your will, using threats, flattery, or psychological manipulation to achieve their objectives. Additionally, they could share your personal information without your permission, telling others your private matters, posting your photos online without asking, or revealing secrets entrusted to them. Boundary violations can manifest in various types of relationships. In romantic relationships, a partner might constantly check your phone, read your messages, demand detailed accounts of your activities, display extreme jealousy, or exert controlling behavior that feels suffocating. In friendships, a friend might show up at your place uninvited, use your belongings without permission, or embarrass you by sharing personal stories with others. Within families, parents might overstep by intruding into your private life, making decisions for you, or disregarding your choices. Even in professional settings, a boss might overburden you with overtime, insist you work on weekends, and ignore your need for rest. The reasons for boundary violations vary. In some cases, people may simply lack awareness, not realizing how their behavior affects others. They might perceive their actions as normal or harmless. In other instances, such behavior is deliberate, driven by a desire to control, manipulate, or exploit. Some may feel insecure or lack self-confidence, seeking control over others to feel powerful. Others might act with harmful intent, aiming to gain emotional, financial, or informational advantages. The consequences of disregarding boundaries can be profound. Those on the receiving end may feel hurt, angry, or unsafe, losing trust in the violator and others. Such experiences can lead to mental health challenges, including anxiety, depression, or even post-traumatic stress disorder. Recognizing and defending personal boundaries is essential not only for your well-being but also for cultivating healthy, lasting relationships. By setting and maintaining clear limits, you protect your own mental and emotional health while encouraging mutual respect in all your interactions. Sign 5. Those who envy you. In life, it's not uncommon to encounter individuals consumed by envy and jealousy. These are people who struggle to celebrate the success of others and often seek to undermine or diminish your joy. Their presence can feel like a shadow over your achievements, bringing negativity and unease into your life. You can identify them through subtle behaviors: a sarcastic smile when you share your happiness, insincere compliments laced with criticism, or a conspicuous silence when you accomplish something significant. They may downplay your successes, magnify your mistakes, or even spread rumors to tarnish your reputation. Sometimes their jealousy is more overt. It might appear as biting remarks, attempts to create obstacles in your work, or even open hostility. They might deliberately try to derail your progress, make your goals harder to achieve, or isolate you from others. These behaviors not only hurt emotionally but can also have tangible impacts on your life. The negativity they project can erode your confidence, fill you with doubt and insecurity, and in some cases lead to emotional exhaustion or depression. Recognizing such individuals and reassessing your relationship with them is essential. If you notice someone in your life displaying these signs of envy or jealousy, take a step back and evaluate the relationship. Ask yourself, do they contribute positively to your life? Do they genuinely support and encourage you? Or do they primarily bring criticism and negativity? If the relationship leaves you feeling insecure or unhappy, it may be time to create distance or end it entirely. Remember, you deserve to surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, those who genuinely celebrate your success and inspire you to reach your fullest potential. Don't let envious or jealous individuals disrupt your peace or diminish your happiness. Sign 6. Absence of remorse. One of the clearest hallmarks of a toxic individual is their glaring lack of remorse. Despite the pain their actions may cause others, they remain indifferent, showing no sign of guilt or regret. Even worse, when confronted, they often resort to manipulation, twisting the situation to make you question your own perspective and feelings. Picture this: you've devoted countless hours and energy to completing an important project, only to have a colleague boldly take all the credit. When you address the issue, Instead of apologizing or acknowledging their wrongdoing, they spin the narrative. They might claim that their contributions were crucial to your success, insist they were only trying to help you stand out, or even criticize your work, subtly undermining your confidence and dismissing your efforts. Similarly, in a close friendship, you may find yourself on the receiving end of constant sarcastic remarks or hurtful comments. When you muster the courage to express your hurt, they laugh it off, accusing you of being overly sensitive or too emotional. This dismissive behavior is a form of psychological manipulation, designed to make you doubt your own feelings and accept mistreatment as normal. Toxic individuals are often skilled manipulators, adept at playing the victim to deflect blame and make you feel guilty for calling out their harmful actions. They struggle to self-reflect, lack empathy for the pain they cause, and always find ways to rationalize their behavior. This absence of remorse signals not only emotional immaturity but also a potential threat. Without guilt driving them to change, they're likely to continue their hurtful patterns, causing ongoing harm to those around them. Recognizing and addressing such individuals is essential. Trust your instincts and emotions and don't let their manipulation shake your self-confidence. Establish firm boundaries and don't hesitate to distance yourself from toxic relationships. Remember, you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect, not subjected to harm and exploitation. Sign 7. The perpetually negative. Life is a rich tapestry woven with threads of both joy and sorrow, creating a beautiful yet complex picture. But some people seem to view this vibrant canvas through a filter of perpetual gloom, focusing solely on the gray tones of negativity. These are the individuals who magnify small issues into major problems and transform challenges into insurmountable barriers. They have a habit of complaining about nearly everything, be it the weather, work, family matters, or societal issues. To them, life is an endless series of injustices, hardships, and disappointments. They perceive the world as a bleak and unforgiving place, with the future offering nothing but failure and misery. Negative people are experts at fixating on the dark side of any situation. They exaggerate difficulties, minimize achievements, and fail to acknowledge the positives. A light drizzle becomes a torrential downpour. A harmless remark feels like a scathing insult, and a minor setback convinces them that success is forever out of reach. Worry and fear also dominate their lives. They constantly fret about the future, dread the unknown, and doubt their ability to overcome obstacles. Their minds often conjure up the worst-case scenarios, keeping them trapped in a state of stress and anxiety. For these individuals, negativity is more than just a passing mood, it's a deeply ingrained mindset. They lack the drive to change their circumstances because they believe things will never improve. They don't trust their capabilities or feel deserving of happiness. Unfortunately, their negativity doesn't stop with them, it radiates outward, affecting those around them. Their constant complaints and pessimistic outlook can drain the energy and optimism of others, creating a heavy, discouraging atmosphere. They are like storm clouds, overshadowing any brightness and making everything seem bleak. The good news is that negativity doesn't have to be permanent. With awareness and effort, even the most pessimistic individuals can shift their perspective toward a more positive outlook. The key is to focus on the good, practice gratitude, and find joy in life's simple pleasures. While life will never be without its challenges, we always have the power to choose how we perceive and respond to them. Sign 8. Animal abuse, a disturbing behavior that reveals inner darkness. The animal kingdom, rich in diversity and wonder, has always been deeply intertwined with human life. Animals are more than just creatures, they are companions who bring joy, warmth, and loyalty into our lives. Yet not everyone treats them with the respect and care they deserve. For various reasons, some individuals engage in cruel and abusive behaviors toward animals, a dark reality that not only causes immense suffering to defenseless creatures, but also unveils troubling aspects of the abuser's character. Animal abuse involves any action that inflicts harm, pain, or endangers the health and well-being of an animal. This can take the form of direct violence, such as beating or torturing, or indirect neglect, like depriving them of food, water, medical attention, or keeping them in deplorable conditions. These actions are not only ethically and legally unacceptable, but also signal deeper psychological issues in the perpetrator. Studies show that individuals who abuse animals often possess personality traits such as a lack of empathy, poor emotional regulation, and a tendency toward aggression. These individuals struggle to understand and connect with the emotions of others, including animals. They may become easily frustrated, resorting to violence as a misguided way of asserting control or solving problems. Research by the FBI highlights a strong link between animal abuse and other violent behaviors, including domestic and social violence. For some abusers, harming animals becomes a way to assert dominance and exert power over the powerless. In certain cases, animal cruelty may indicate more severe psychological conditions, such as antisocial personality disorder, ASD, or narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Individuals with these disorders often disregard others' feelings, lack empathy, and remain indifferent to the consequences of their actions. However, not all instances of animal abuse stem from psychological disorders. Sometimes they arise from ignorance, lack of education, or exposure to negative experiences. For instance, someone raised in a violent environment might adopt aggression as a learned behavior. Others, burdened by their own pain or frustrations, may lash out at animals, believing them to be easy targets that cannot retaliate. Regardless of the reason, animal abuse is unequivocally wrong and must be addressed. Raising public awareness, promoting humane treatment of animals, and enforcing stringent penalties for abusers are essential steps toward tackling this issue. If you witness or suspect animal abuse, don't remain silent. Report the situation to authorities or reach out to animal protection organizations. By doing so, you are not only safeguarding vulnerable creatures, but also helping to address broader patterns of violent behavior in society. Animals are sentient beings with the right to live without fear or suffering. It is our moral responsibility to protect and care for them, not only for their well-being but as a reflection of our own humanity. A truly compassionate and civilized society is one that values and respects all forms of life on Earth. Sign 9. Chronic liars. Some individuals use words not to connect or build trust but as tools to deceive, manipulate, and create division. A hallmark trait of these toxic people is their habitual lying, which they wield as a weapon. For them, lying is more than a way to achieve their goals, it's a strategy and a game. They lie about everything, from their achievements and relationships to their emotions and intentions. Their lies are crafted to serve their own interests, regardless of the hurt or harm they cause others. They may invent stories to make themselves look impressive, exaggerate accomplishments to earn admiration, or fabricate accusations to undermine others. They make promises they have no intention of keeping, exploiting the trust of those around them. They may even lie about their feelings, pretending to care or love simply to fulfill their selfish motives. Such behavior goes beyond dishonesty. It reflects a profound disregard for others. Chronic liars place little value on trust or genuine relationships, readily betraying and deceiving to get what they want. They show no concern for the emotional wounds their lies may inflict on others. The reasons behind habitual lying can vary. Some individuals lack self-confidence and use lies to mask their insecurities. Others may have grown up normalizing deceit, unaware of the damage it causes. And some are simply self-centered, prioritizing their own desires over the well-being of others. Regardless of the reason, chronic lying always carries negative consequences. It erodes trust, making others lose respect and affection for the liar. It creates conflict, sows distrust, and can ultimately destroy relationships. Imagine having a friend who frequently lies to you. At first, you might dismiss their small lies, but over time, you'll begin to question everything they say. Eventually, trust dissolves and the relationship grows distant. Or consider being in a relationship with someone who lies about their past, their job, their family, or even their feelings for you. The constant deceit leads to feelings of betrayal, leaving the relationship fragile and unsustainable. In more serious cases, lying can result in significant consequences, such as damaged reputations, job loss, or even legal issues. If you recognize a tendency to lie in yourself, it's crucial to work on changing that behavior. Start by being honest with yourself and others. Speaking the truth, even when it's difficult, is essential because sincerity and honesty are the foundation of any strong relationship. If you're dealing with someone who consistently lies, be cautious. Protect yourself from their manipulations and establish clear boundaries. Don't hesitate to distance yourself if their deceit continues. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by people who treat you with respect and authenticity. As we navigate through life, not everyone we meet will bring positivity and happiness. Some individuals, like shadows lingering in the darkness, bring negativity and harmful influences into our lives. The 9 signs we've discussed are just a glimpse into the many ways toxic people can manifest around us. But don't let this discourage you or shake your faith in humanity. There are countless kind and loving people in this world ready to share, support, and uplift you. The key is to stay mindful, recognize toxic relationships, and take steps to distance yourself from them to protect your well-being and peace of mind. Never allow toxic individuals to dim your inner light. Continue to cultivate kindness, compassion, and hope in the goodness of life. Stay strong and resilient, and don't let negativity steer your journey. Thank you for spending your time with us in this video. We hope that the insights shared here will help you gain the knowledge and confidence to identify and address toxic influences in your life. Remember, you are worthy of happiness, peace, and fulfillment. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable tips and life advice. Wishing you strength, optimism, and success as you continue on your path.